Yo guys, how's it going? 33 and a third RPM here, back for the first time in a long time at the wall to talk about another album. First off, before I start any of this, just want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, hope you're having an awesome time, and especially a sweet winter break if you're in school. If I do sound a little weird, that's because I have just gotten over a really, really bad head cold that has stuck up my nose, so if I sound nasally or sniffle through this video, you know why. But I've promised this for a long time. I've put out other reviews in front of this, but today I just finally woke up, excuse my disheveled appearance, and I was like, let's make a video. Today we're talking about Green Day's first album of the trilogy, Uno. So, if you watched my last Green Day review, I talked about 21st Century Breakdown, which was their last album previous to this. They made this giant, grand rock opera that followed up Green Day's American Idiot, critically acclaimed album, and then they took a little bit of a break. This album was released, I believe, in 2012, right? Yes, 2012, and 21st Century Breakdown was 2009, so there's a 3-year gap in between there. In 2012, they put out 3 albums, Uno, Dos, and Tre. Now, these are known as the Trilogy, and they were released, like I said, over, I believe there's like 2 months in between each one being released. And they got kind of a mixed reception. I know a lot of people really hate them, and I definitely don't like parts of them, but I think Uno is the best part of the trilogy, so I'm going to explain it a little bit today. So Uno, the promise was, Green Day said, is it was going to sound like Dookie, Insomniac, Kerplunk. It was going to sound like these old Green Day albums. They were just going to throw away all of the connecting themes that made 21st Century Breakdown and American Idiot these larger-than-life albums, and just go back to the pop punk 3-chord rock basis that originally built them up from the ground. So this album was supposed to be, and you can definitely hear it in songs like Nuclear Family, Let Yourself Go, Fell for You, Oh Love, and even a little bit of songs like Kill the DJ, even though that song does have a little bit more of a funk influence in it. And what really makes this album unique for me is that it sounds like a mashup of new Green Day and old Green Day, even more than I think stuff like Revolution Radio does. We'll talk about that in the next video. This album has 12 songs in here. It's a single LP. It's got that really weird picture of Billy Joe, just like a clown on the back. You got Nuclear Family, Stay the Night, Carpe Diem, Let Yourself Go, Kill the DJ, Fell for You, Loss of Control, Troublemaker, Angel Blues, Sweet 16, Rusty James, and Oh Love. So, here's my problem with this album. It gets repetitive really fast. The songs on here that start this off, Nuclear Family, Stay the Night, Carpe Diem, Let Yourself Go, Kill the DJ, and Fell for You, the first 6 on side Uno, as it says on here, are awesome. Nuclear Family starts off with just this blasting riff that threw me directly back to how Burnout started Dookie, and I was like, wow, that's kind of cool. No song of the century that kind of slowly eases you into this. It launches you right in. Stay the Night has kind of a cool riff that starts it off with just Billy Joe plucking to the guitar. I know in concerts he's kind of tried to change it into like the Star Spangled Banner or something. I don't know, it was interesting. It's a good song. Carpe Diem, it's about Green Day, and they're like, hey, we're old but we still rock, and they're making all that song. It's a fun jam. Let Yourself Go is track 4 in here, and this is an awesome, just like, blast of energy. It sounds like something that would have been right on Insomniac, with just brutal, stinging, sarcastic lyrics, as Billy Joe just lets go of every single emotion he has, I guess. I don't know. It's angry, it's fast, it's fun, it's catchy. Go check this song out. Kill the DJ's track 5 on here. Kill the DJ is interesting because it's no other song in Green Day's discography is similar to this one. It's funky, it's kind of a mid-tempo, and there's a very prominent bass line in here that sounds a little bit like Longview's bass line a little bit. Kill the DJ is just about, I don't know, shooting a DJ. I don't really, pay attention to much of the lyrics on here. It's more just like a fun record, but it's an interesting song. It's catchy. My only problem with the song and with the album is that it's extremely explicit. Like, there's 1,000 drops of the F-bomb in here. Normally, I don't care too much because I'm also a big fan of rap music, and that's, like, extremely explicit. But it just feels like Green Day is trying to be putting in, the curse words just so that they can keep themselves relevant or something, or so people will listen to them. I don't know. They didn't do it on Revolution Radio, and it worked out just fine, so I don't know why they needed to do it here. Second half of this album, I could really care less. Lost Control, Troublemaker, Angel Blues and OK Songs, P16 and Rusty James kind of melt together for me. They sound like... I've been listening to this album for a while, and all the songs kind of start to mesh together because they are those 3 chords and that same drum beat and stuff. They're probably not bad songs if you don't listen to the first half of this album, you just listen to them individually, but I always listen to albums all the way through, so this kind of get graded on me. However, the one awesome saving grace on here is the last song, Oh Love, which is this 5-minute long, awesome song that builds up from just Billy Joe strumming the chords, and then Trey coming in, and then Mike coming in with the bass in the choruses, and it's really, really cool, really catchy. I love the way he sings. I don't know why, but he says, I'm wearing my heart on a noose, and he, like, I don't even try to do it, because I'm still kind of sick, but it's like, noose, I don't know, it's weird, it's cool. Go listen to this song, it's a really cool closer to this album. So, in the vinyl, you have this cover. I do like this cover, I like the X's on the eyes, and they do continue that motif for the other 2, even though I don't have Dose or Trey, so there won't be reviews of those 2. Quick reviews, I hate Dose, Trey's okay. This is definitely the best one. Like I said in the back before, we have the track listed and the weird picture, and there's the little parental advisory sticker. This does have a insert sheet. It's up on the wall somewhere. It's a giant skull with X's and then lyrics, which is cool, because not a lot of people put lyrics anymore. Black vinyl. I know some places have pressed it like pink or something, but that's whatever. This is just the one I got. Side Uno and side Dose. So yeah, it's a pretty standard fare. It's not too expensive. It doesn't come with much for the record. I think it was like $17 or something, so it's a single LP. It's definitely worth picking up if you're a fan of older Green Day, or you just want to see where they've gone, or maybe go buy the CD or something to see how you like it. For me, this album's like a 7 out of 10, and a recommendation if you're a hardcore Green Day fan, but stay away from the rest of the trilogy. Otherwise, yeah, that's it. So, if you made it this far in the video, I have a little surprise for you guys. You know, Christmas, my family celebrates Christmas, so of course I asked for a ton of records. So that's what I got. So I have a record haul here to show you guys just a little preview of what's going to be reviewed in the future. I'm not going to give too many thoughts on these. I just want to throw it out there so you see what is going to be reviewed in the future. We have Tupac's classic All Eyes on Me. This is a beast of an album. This thing is massive with some awesome cover art. It's 4 records. 4 freaking records. It's huge. Classic rap album. Gotta respect Tupac. Logic's Under Pressure. I love Logic. Great MC. Has amazing flow. This is a really good album. My boy Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly. This is gonna be definitely like a 20-minute review on this one. This is definitely a special album. Kanye West's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, as well as Kanye West's Graduation. So those 2. I'm definitely a big fan of old school Kanye. I think he kind of lost it after Yeezus. John Bellion's The Human Condition. All Time Low is kind of a big song right now. I'm not really a fan of that song, but I love other moments on this album. Love this artwork, by the way. That's really cool. J. Cole's 2014 Forest Hills Drive. J. Cole sits at a weird place for me, because I don't like Friday Night Lights, I don't like The Warm Up, I don't like Bored Sinner, and I don't like his new album, but I love this album, 2014 Forest Hills Drive. I don't know, something special. Frank Ocean's Channel Orange. Man, I've been looking for this forever, and I finally, I picked this up with some Christmas money. I got him. This is a really good album. This is definitely a bootleg. He's never pressed it on vinyl, but it does its job, you know? Channel Orange. Something that I found that was really cool, I thought, Eminem's Infinite, his mixtape from '96. And I just want to say, like, this is definitely my favorite picture of Eminem ever on the inside there. That's pretty freaking cool. It's got some really good songs on here. It's got some really great flow. Well, I don't know, what can you say? One of the best MCs of all time. Dr. Dre's Compton, a soundtrack. Sorry, still getting the sniffles out. This is a pretty solid album. I like a lot of the features on here. You know, you got Kendrick, you got Ice Cube, BJ the Chicago Kid, Anderson .Paak, Snoop Dogg sounds vicious on this album, which is really cool. Eminem's on here. Yeah, it's a good, solid listen, especially if you like Dr. Dre. Bon Iver's 22 Million. Holy cow, my friend recommended this to me, and just shout out to him. This is an awesome, awesome album. Crazy cover work, some artwork, really good album. Some jazz, Bad Bad Not Good's 4. Man, I love this album. I originally got into Bad Bad Not Good with Sour Soul, which was their Ghostface Killer collaboration, and then this came out, and this is definitely a good record. And then last but not least, Malibu by my boy Anderson .Paak. This is just a smooth, chillax, fantastic album. So yeah, I'll be talking about all those in the future. Stick around, subscribe if you want to see any of those, because they'll definitely be covered in the future. But until then, guys, if you want to talk to me about Uno or any of the records that I featured in this video, drop me a comment below. Like if you're a fan of any of these, or Uno, or dislike if you just didn't like this video and you thought I'm awful. But until next time, guys, I am 33 1/3 RPM. I'll catch you on the flip side. Keep on spinning.